All right, let's start up the next section here, True Tales of Violet Garden Act 3. And let's go meet someone down at the docks. I'm not really sure who to expect this time around. Who else were we expecting to show? Don't go? Oh, I know who's next. Dylan has made it very clear.
That figure on the wharf. It looks like Kazuha.
Oh my gosh, is that Dylan's favorite character in Genshin Impact? Yo! What's up? How you doing?
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Irodori Festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
Hello, Seteth.
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation.
Kazuha, when we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something. What happened?
I found this strange piece of paper by my feet.
Does the paper happen to have a poem written on it?
Kazuha, can you show us that piece of paper?
Sure, here it is.
Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
Well, the other stories weren't much better either.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story.
Traveler, what are you thinking about?
The seal mentioned in the story. Maybe it can help water shorts?
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly, right? While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time. If you wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, that's an idea. Quick, let's go tell Albedo.
Traveling down the docks. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. No Beidou? I didn't see her. Was she there? Did I miss Beidou? Okay, you're crying. Okay. Maybe worried. Hello, Albedo. I found Beidou with an owl at the beginning. That's close enough, right? Does this work for you? Does this do anything for you?
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho.
Stamped seal, huh?
Jingcho? Oh, right. He's gonna be upstairs. Water shorts.
Yes, that's it, Genyu.
It's
Your writing
Kazuha.
has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
Oh my gosh, he's so intense.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore.
That was me.
I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
Kazuha would like to join your party.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
Oh my gosh.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
Well, I'm glad that he at least has stand-in Chongyun voice actor to be here with him since Chongyun's not actually here.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Shincho's already zombified.
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma. First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design. In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Chenyu to write.
He's so
That
pumped.
way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
You're a genius, Albedo. You saved my hand.
All right, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
The purest of smiles. Look at me. So just, that's pure glee.
What you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
You've been saved, water shorts.
We did it. The event is saved.
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
Oh my gosh, these books are enormous. Dang. The one Kokomi has is like tiny notebook. It's like a freaking high school yearbook. Yeah, that is appropriately the size. Maybe even a little bigger. Really big old Bible
We
size.
still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Traveler, there you are.
Ayaka!
Oh, it's Ayaka and Venti. That's an interesting combo.
It really is.
I found a strange piece of paper on a flower stand. This bar just happened to be close by at the time. He informed me that
Just
you've also
happened
found similar
to-
papers recently. Here's the paper. Please have a look.
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see
Oh.
the truth naturally appear."
Look at you, water shorts.
Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's dry.
So, shall we give it a whirl?
Pee on it. No, gross. Why would you do that?
Look,
This is...
Really working! More words have appeared on the paper!
I can't believe I'm looking at this group of people. I'm starstruck. This is amazing. Look at all these people. We love all these people.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work. He was set up!
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.
Akihito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red
so
seal,
bubbly.
hence the Aka in
So
his
round.
name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akihito was exiled for his crimes,
Oh, jeez.
and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Rest in peace, Kazuha.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry
Very hardcore
submission.
poetry.
And this is where the story comes to an end.
Let's see those pictures. Aww. Rip.
Ever since we completed the story of the 5 Kasen, there's still one thing Paimon hasn't been able to figure out. One of the 5 Kasen is called Kuranushi, right? It's just that, how could the story of the 5 Kasen finish without him appearing at all?
Oh, have you really not noticed?
Huh? Not noticed what? This is no time to be playing games, Tone Deaf Bard!
Is Albedo staring at booty again? This man's thirst is unquenchable.
The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome rinsing the poetry collection. An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing Akihito's poetry collection in a stream. Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was simply reminiscing and thinking about his old acquaintances. For the perpetrator who framed Akihito, it was completely obvious. He was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident. If that happened, then he'd be finished. So, in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
The one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akihito!
The culprit is none other than Kuranushi.
What? Kuranushi?
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell the complete story of all 5 Kasen.
The story of the 5 Kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening around us lately. Which begs the question, is there a Kuranushi in our world as well?
I don't know, man.
I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Are you okay? You've been standing in front of this blank canvas for a while, and you don't look so good.
Kaidehara, please forgive my assumption, but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden? The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Amenoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. Descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family. I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, 3 of the families suffered various misfortunes and disappeared completely. There was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden.
Poor Erica's microphone's really picking up her very hard S's.
I've also believed such ideas were just theories. After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. I will tell you everything I know then.
Let's do Buyer's Guide to the Statue of Her Excellency. Oh my gosh, can I? Oh, yes! Yes!
The 5 Kasen Plaza is significantly less crowded now, but it's still too early to relax. Oh, it's you. Do you have something to report?
You look really busy. Has something serious happened?
Nothing serious, really.
Well, no matter how busy you are, at least you still found some time to come here and buy an Almighty Shogun figurine, right?
What's Noelle doing here? Yes, I want to buy one too. Look at her big fat Shogun head. I love it.
What do you mean, figurine? I'm just patrolling these parts. In fact, I was just about to leave.
Have you not seen them, or are you very excited? They're right over there, Sara. Would you like to come with me? You can buy a figurine with me.
No need to be shy. Actually, Miko told us that you got up super early this one time to make sure you could be the first in line to buy one of these figurines.
That Lady Gucci, how could she disclose... Never mind.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Figurines are fun.
To be clear, I have no intention to hide that which I do out of reverence alone. But there is one thing you must be corrected on.
What's that?
Oh? What is it?
That is not a figurine. It's a statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder. Do I make myself clear?
I don't think figurine's a bad thing, Kujo. I mean, whatever strikes confidence in your beautiful breasty heart.
Almighty Narukami got it.
Poor Paimon. She tried her best.
This particular statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder, is a brand new addition.
That sure is a mouthful, isn't it?
There will only be 300 available in this batch, and there is a limit of 1 per customer. We are required to report for duty long before the shops open. It is regrettable, but I had no choice but to forego the chance this time. So instead, I had someone purchase one on my behalf.
Oh.
What was that sound?
Probably just leaves.
Really? Well, never mind. I have been here long enough. It's time for me to head to my next patrol zone. Stay safe during the Irodori Festival.
Uh-oh. You found me.
I sure did.
Quiet. She might still be in earshot.
She's so cute. Look at the tiny grandma, Chibi. Sayu, have you been slacking off again?
No way. I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine. But after waiting and waiting, my eyes started to feel real droopy. And I guess my only hope now is to sacrifice my salary for this month and buy one off of someone who got here in time.
Let me negotiate the price for you. I'm good at driving a hard bargain.
Really? Great.
All right, let's see how we can do. You look like you'd have a figurine.
I ain't selling. Not after all the effort I put in to get a hold of this. Go ask someone else. You want to know how I got my hands on the statue? Dream on.
How come?
A staff member sold it to you.
How did you know?
We're professionals.
Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, we are professionals.
I went around to the back door of a Pegasus to see if I could find a shop assistant to ask about when the next batch would be coming out. To my surprise, I saw him moving boxes and boxes worth of statues out of the store.
He gave you a figurine to keep you quiet.
Well, yes. But I paid the shop assistant full price for it, so it was still a legitimate transaction.
It's not for you to decide whether it was a legitimate transaction or not. Please hand over your statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, as evidence. We will compensate you for your loss once we catch the individual responsible.
Fine. So this guy was cooking the books. Never saw that coming.
So, about your statue.
Ayu has been lining up since last night.
Really? Thank you. So, where is the statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder?
But she saw someone misappropriating the statues.
Oh, yeah. Sayu spent the whole night investigating the staff. So, by the time she got back,
I feel bad lying to Sara.
just too late to buy one.
Since you've spent the whole night thoroughly investigating this situation, I can think of no one else more suitable to gain his trust than you. Would you be willing to help the Tenryou Commission one final time?
What? Right. Leave it to us.
Hey there, buddy.
Let me be clear. This product is highly sought after right now. I can't sell to you at the same price he paid.
The price has gone up again? But it's only been a few hours.
Will this figurine keep its value over time?
I don't have time for this. Just name your price. Fine. I swear, if I wasn't in a rush to get rid of him...
Hold on. Paimon thinks there's still some room for negotiation.
Oh, okay.
What's to negotiate? Do you want it or not? If you're not serious about buying, quit wasting my time. I should be moving on to my next location by now, not stuck here arguing with you.
The next location you move to will be the police station.
The Tenryou Commission? When did you... Wait, all that negotiating...
I mean, we really didn't do a lot. Stick him up!
Thank you for your help. The culprit has revealed the location where he stashed the statues, and we have sent people to collect them.
We can get back in the line to buy one, right? This time, I must complete my mission.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. The stolen goods will have to be kept as evidence. They will not be available for purchase in the immediate future.
Although Sara didn't say anything, she seemed a little disappointed, don't you think? Aww. Is there really nothing we can do?
We'll make a compensation plan and announce it as soon as possible.
Okay, well, see you then.
Wait, hold on. Although this statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, was only intended as a display item, now that I think about it, why don't you have it? As a gesture of my gratitude.
Can we have two so I can give one to Sara?
Really?
Shall we give this to Sara?
Sounds good. I've been so nervous all day, and now I can finally relax. I feel really tired all of a sudden. Please, take this figurine to the police station.
Police station?
Sayu, signing out.
She's just gonna sleep right here. We're gonna get one as a reward, so I'm kind of wondering, like, if someone already got her one. Where did it put it? The statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, that Sara has been hankering after. Go on, go give it to her. Hankering. She's been hankering for it. Oh, honey, let me help you. Yeah, hankering is such an interesting word to use. It's not what I expected. I'm so glad we read that. She's been hankering for it. Oh, the hankering.
Sara, look what we brought you.
Oh. Is this?
We just grabbed it and came straight here. But now that Paimon takes a closer look at it, it's really well made.
Of course. This is a prototype designed by Yae Publishing House's top artist. Otherwise, how could one hope to capture even 1,000th of the Almighty Shogun's majesty?
Sara?
Let alone maintain it. To do that, you must buy a special kind of shrine and worship it properly. It's also essential to clean it often to avoid a buildup of dust. And it's best practice to hire a craftsman to perform regular maintenance.
I mean, it's not like she's saying anything bad, but I guess they're trying to help her from embarrassing herself.
Sara! What's wrong? These are the 5 principles for maintenance of the statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder. And I haven't even finished explaining the first one.
It's right there. Just turn around, Sara!
I never knew there was such a fuss over these tiny figurines. I'm surprised Miko never mentioned it to me.
Your Excellency, this is most unexpected.
I had some spare time, so I decided to come out for a stroll. Oh, did you buy this figurine yourself?
Oh no, is she gonna be too embarrassed to keep it and she's gonna get... No, don't be too embarrassed to keep it. It will make you so happy, Sara, please.
It was...
No!
It was her.
No!
Hey, what?
No! She needs to keep a copy, though. Yep, it was me.
Huh. I didn't know you liked little trinkets like these.
Your Excellency, I've yet to finish the defense arrangements for the Irodori Festival. Please excuse me.
Very well. Thank you.
No!
Watching Sara leave,
Yo!
kind of sad.
She was explaining to us how she was gonna take care of this. She was gonna take such good care of it.
I have another such figurine in Tenshukaku, a sample sent by Yae Publishing House. I don't need it.
Oh.
So I think I'll gift it to you.
Thank goodness. Wait, I mean, but we already have one.
I shall not go back on my word. I have committed to giving it to you. What you choose to do with it is your business. You're quite free to give it to somebody else, if you wish.
Does she know?
I can have someone from Tenshukaku deliver it
Yeah,
directly.
she walked up early
But
enough
of
to know.
course, your name will have to be written as the sender.
Send it to the Tenryo Commission and put Traveler as the sender.
Good. I'll have someone attend to this shortly. Oh, and I wish you a pleasant and enjoyable Irodori Festival.
Thanks. So she got one directly from Raiden Shogun. Oh, fancy. If we have anybody new hanging out, you want to hang out with us again, I do stream most weekdays after 6 or 7 p.m. Central Time. And weekends are up in the air. Miss Kairihara, thank you for the follow. Zarax0, thank you for the biddies. RV, thank you for the resub. Yeti Majin, thanks for putting up with me.